English sailors would have never believed in such nonsense, Robert.
No, I'm talking about the ships came up missing.
Just trust me, you would never hear an English sailor say, "Oh, Crockett done stole my ship."
Again, if you owe Cornish farmer being pushed into the Navy, being...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did find out, you guys are right, it was before him. Christian Jensen in 1646. The superstition or the mythos was first described in Norwegian glossary by Christian Jensen in 1646. So that would be the Norwegian glossary. In a Norwegian glossary by Christian Jensen. And then later, the creature appears in a travelogue by Francesco Negri in 1700, followed in 1734 by an account from Dano-Norwegian missionary and explorer Hans Agidi.
Okay, I was thinking more earlier. I was thinking sort of Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of all those 1970s sort of films, Sinbad and that one.
Yeah, well, the Iliads probably does have it in there. It's just they people don't read that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's actually the Iliads, which is like Ben-Hur to people our age. So you know that younger people aren't really gonna get into freaking reading the Iliads.
These kids today.
Oh yeah, I was thinking more on like Jason and Argonauts and that sort of 70s sort of stop motion stuff.
Oh yeah, George Powell. Yeah, Ray Harryhausen did some great stuff.
It would be something I would do.
Was it the Golden Voyage of Sinbad? Had Tom Baker as the villain? Or was it the Golden Voyage or the Seventh Voyage? But Tom Baker played the heavy, the bad guy. And that's an interesting film because if you watch it, I remember watching that and I'm like, okay, this is Tom Baker. This is what the doctor does on his vacations, you know. He was in that movie about the Russian Revolution. He played Rasputin. I think that's got him the job as Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Did you see Tom Baker? What was it? Nicholas and Alexandra. That was the name of the movie. And Tom Baker played Rasputin. And he was, I remember seeing the film and I'm like, wow, because he's like drinking and whoring all through the film and like having this amazingly, and like, this is what the doctor does when he goes back in time for a holiday, a bottle of vodka in one hand and a village maid in the other. And then this is, sitting in a haystack. But I was watching the Sinbad movie and it's like, Tom Baker's really the good guy in this. Sinbad's really the bad guy. He steals the guy's magic amulet, whatever it is. He asks for it back very nicely, and Sinbad says no and attacks him. He's constantly trying to steal what this guy belonged to him, right? And I noticed that, like, Tom Baker's, like, his the people that work for him liked him. Like, he had an assistant. Are you all right, Lord? It's like really worries. Like, no, you're pushing yourself too hard. It's not worth it. They're actually genuinely like him. Not the other guy. They're led by this guy who wears like a mask all the time. Very mysterious, strange people. But I like looking at movies that way and just giving it another take. Because I'm watching, it's like Tom Baker actually doesn't do anything unprovoked throughout the film. What happens is his servant was delivering something, and one of Sinbad's sailors killed it and stole it, and then it went on from there. So really, it was a story about the magician trying to get his bauble back from the thieves.
Well, when it comes to Sinbad, though, I misunderstood that whole storyline with Sinbad until I finally actually sat down and read it. Like, I think a lot of people don't really truly understand Sinbad. You know what I mean? Because it's like his life was more than just freaking going and getting a freaking genie and all that shit. He actually had adventures where he was on the sea. He was
Oh
involved
yeah,
with
the original stories. Yeah, I read the original Arabian Night stories,
yeah,
and none of them all like the movie Sinbad, but
you know. But it's really strange when it comes to Sinbad though. Like he actually had like an entire series of adventures that took place. Wasn't he involved with like pirates on the sea too?
oh,
Yeah.
he was involved with all kinds of stuff. It started off. The story I read was there were two Sinbads, and there was this poor Sinbad who was like a porter, Sinbad the porter, and he just would carry bales for hire. And one day he was outside the gate of Sinbad the sailor, and he was called Sinbad because he was this wealthy, really wealthy, happy guy. And long story short, he's invited in, and Sinbad, the poor guy, says, "Oh, you're so rich." It's like, and Sinbad, the rich guy, says, "Oh, it was luck. But sit down and listen to my stories." And they told him the stories of all his voyages and stuff. And I think at the end of the time, he moves in with them, and they lived happily ever after. Yeah, it's Arab culture, so that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't remember all of the stories, but there were pirates and monsters, and then, of course, they would have stories within the story, which was the whole fun thing about those.
Mm-hmm.
Someone would tell a story, and they say, "Well, let me tell you this story." One day, the story guy told me this story, and the next thing, you're three stories in, and bam,
Gotta
you're
love it.
hooked.
Gotta love it. It's amazing when you because like that right there has a lot of Persian influence involved in it. Like when you listen to like old Persian lore and the stories that go with it, they are pretty interesting. Like the Blind Owl. Have you read that?
No,
The Blind Owl
No.
is weird. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
so many books to read. I got a huge list. I got books here I'm rereading actually because you go back to them too. And I just found a copy of when a little used book bin they have at the grocery store I go to. You give them $1, you can take like a book that is used books, and it's like it's a copy of Herman Hesse's book Demian, which I haven't read since probably 40 years or 50 years. I hate to say it, 40 years
back
at
when
least,
reading was
40,
cool.
45. Yeah. I still do it even if it's not cool. But
back when you read actually out of a book.
oh yeah,
No,
that
better
was,
when you didn't have computers back then.
Yeah, that's what it was.
had
So
to,
we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes, man. Let's cut it right here.
yeah, I'm falling asleep, man. I got to get some rest. We all need to get some rest. All except Mark Edworthy, who is like the caffeine god. Grinds it up.
He just grinded like a pie. He's like, "Oh, how dare you go to bed and leave me alone?"
Big dungeon one for the next 3-4 hours. Actually, I won't be.
No, he'd be playing Tarzan, swinging from limb to limb.
He does that without coffee. Just
Oh.
he doesn't need coffee to do that shit. Like he's the Fabio Flip guy.
Well, hey, are you married?
Nope. No,
That's
single.
Well,
He's the most eligible man in Devon.
So women out there?
So in other words, when the women sees you and a cup in your hand, they're thinking, "Uh-oh, time to run for it, because Tarzan's coming."
No, they don't. They don't run. He's like the Fabio of Devonshire, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
They're gonna know that he's riled up and he's gonna play
the women. No, the women faint at the sight of Mark Edworthy, Lord Edworthy, and the men are jealous of him and say horrible words as he walks by the pub.
Oh, he don't walk. He swings. He say, "Look at me, I'm a big man." Big man with a big.
The primal primate kind of, bodily communication. Yeah.
He says, look
So,
at me.
so hold
I'm
on.
the man.
Let's put an end to this. It's
Yes, please.
getting too late.
Poor
Hey.
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, what people
So
like
no,
say.
hey, seriously, that's it. That's it.
You say,
Okay,
boy,
no, hold on,
I
Robert.
got one ball.
We're leaving. No more of that.
All right.
Okay, so before we leave, man, you want to give your socials, Mark?
Okay. Once I've gathered myself.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to hear
Yeah,
Okay, Robert.
Stroke.
Yeah, well, yeah, mines.com, midwifery.
All right, thank you. How about you, Otto? You wanna give yours after that little interesting ending there?
My name is John Smith. I am at anything.com. I don't know any of these people. I was just hitchhiking officer. I was hitchhiking and they let me in the car and it was like, no, you could check me out at navakavada.org. That's NAVAKAVADA. It's spelled just like it sounds. We're hoping soon to introduce the Mark Edworthy Fan Club t-shirts, membership cards, and comic books that will be available through Roger Hanson's site.
Talking about royalties at the moment.
Yes, of course. This is all licensed products.
Yeah. Through Fairy Tale Daycare, of course.
Yes, all the kids have them.
The next question, where are they made from?
Okay, we're ending the show, dude. You don't get to talk no more. You just sit back, shut your
They're
mouth.
manufactured in a Commonwealth country.
God.
All right, gentlemen, it's been wonderful working with everyone. I got to go get some sleep.
Okay.
We will talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, make comments. We appreciate you. If you want to get in touch with me and Robert, you can get in touch with me and Robert at minds.com at Roger_Hanson. And Strange Stories, you can also find us at The Wonderful World of Weirdness on Discord. And we'll talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.